Hi, ladies. How are you guys today?
Chévere.
Happy to have you here.
Glad to be here.
All right. Well, I know that, this is your guys' first time here and everything like that, and sometimes coming together can be a little difficult because, we're going to talk about some stuff that we have some issues with today, right?
Yeah.
A lot of issues.
Yeah.
But one thing that we all share in common is that we're here to improve our images about our bodies, how we feel about ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you guys are all new here, so I'm just going to have you guys do a brief introduction. Feel free to share whatever you'd like. So, can I start with you?
What do you want to know?
What's your name? We can start with that.
My name is Cheyenne.
Okay. Where are you from, Cheyenne?
The Bronx.
Yeah. You got any kids?
I got a scar. You want to see? That's part of my problems. Yes, I got 2 of them.
Well, we can talk about that later, but thank you for sharing that.
Well, you don't know my problems?
We're going to get into that. I want to know all about them.
Yeah, because I don't do it. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're here to help you take off some of that weight. All righty?
Literally?
We can all work together to get off some of that weight.
Because that's I got.
Both physical
going
and
on.
mental.
I gotta
Can we dance it off?
We absolutely
something.
can.
I don't know.
I love dancing.
Yeah.
We'll save that for after. What about you?
My name's Gabby, 25, and I'm here.
Any kids, Gabby?
No kids, none at all. Just fat. Not pregnant, just fat. That's what I tell my clients when
So
they
we're going to
ask.
stop there, though. The way that we talk to ourselves is super important.
That's right.
Right?
Just healthy and real extra thin.
Why are you laughing at yourself?
Hey, sometimes laughter is
Sometimes
the
that's
best
what you
medicine.
need, you know?
That's true. It's all good. It's all good. We're here to have fun anyways.
Too. Sorry.
When you talk about heavy stuff, right? Literally, right?
All these weight puns.
But it's nice to laugh though, right? Because it kind of shifts the mood. And
Yeah.
when we talk about
It's one of those topics. I think it's the uncomfortable laughter. But I'll
Of
get my
course
glasses
it
are
is.
fogging up.
Of course. What about you?
My name's Holly. I'm 32. I have a skin condition. I have 2. I have psoriasis,
Okay.
and I have like a bald spot, so that's why I always have my hair up.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, as you guys know, we're gonna get into this stuff right now. Okay. I'm not gonna say heavy because we're not gonna use any more weight puns anymore going forward.
They were funny though.
All right. So you guys share as you may, and so we'll start with you, Crystal. How do you feel about your body?
I like to be sexy.
Mm-hmm.
But sexy doesn't have to be me. Sometimes I want to look like Kim Kardashian because everyone looks at these women like they're beautiful. But you know what? They don't fucking take care of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even give birth to their own kids,
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and all these things. And I just don't feel pretty. I feel ugly sometimes. And there's things about my body that I love, and there's things about it that I hate. I just understand why I want to always wiggle. I don't even sit down. I'm always busy, but it likes to wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a wiggle jiggle, but I really don't like going to the gym.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's looking at me at the gym.
So
it's like, you want to see the fat girl sweat?
Yeah.
And it's weird because you see all these skinny people there. This is why fat people go there, to be skinny.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel so...
out of place.
Yup.
That's normal.
Puffing and puffing. They're running. And now I'm like walking.
But you have to remember, where do you think that they started?
Well, I don't know, because they act like, wearing their little crop tops and their box stomach.
But we don't know. They could have started there when they were overweight and they were heavy. That's the end result. That can serve as motivation to show you that can potentially be the end result for that. Use that as motivation instead of feeding your insecurities. That's a positive thing. That shows you what the outcome can be.
You know what? But sometimes I even think about it, and to be honest with you, I've been very skinny.
Yeah.
And I'm probably at the heaviest I've ever been, even after giving birth to kids.
Mm-hmm.
And even skinny, I wasn't happy with myself. I used to stuff my bra.
Yeah.
I used to wear special panties to make my butt look big.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had kids, so this grew.
Yeah.
Butt grew. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Then other shit grew too that I didn't want. So it's just, I go up and down, and then so I wonder, am I ever gonna like my skin?
Yeah.
So
it's less of a number on the scale, more of just a...
Well, no, the number on the scale is a big problem.
Of course.
Because the number on the scale is in the twos.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe it, but it is.
Okay.
And I do, I'm Puerto Rican, so the Puerto Ricans, what we do is called breathing in.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of all the time. I'm tired of breathing in.
And it tightens up your stomach muscles, though.
Yeah, but the minute I stop breathing, like I want to not breathe in. I just want to breathe normal this way. Or wearing, fajas, like girdles all the time. Yeah. I don't know. I'm an emotional eater. I'm a fucking hot mess sometimes. I get upset, I eat.
Well,
I get mad, I eat.
fun
I get
fact,
happy, I eat.
Crystal, we're all hot messes. That's why we're here together. To share in the hot mess together. All right. What about you, Gabby?
So I have a condition that's very common called PCOS. It's when you grow cysts on your ovaries. And for me, it also makes my hormones all out of whack, so I gain weight pretty much uncontrollably. I'm on medication to stabilize it. So that saying, like, I look at a burger and I gain 5 pounds, I genuinely do. So I've struggled with my weight my whole life, and like 3-ish years ago, actually 5 years ago, I started gaining weight out of control. Couldn't figure it out. Doctors were like, "We don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's your thyroid," and it wasn't. So I'm on medication, it's stabilized, but I still fluctuate. I'm not the heaviest I've ever been. I'm like 30 pounds less than the heaviest I've ever been, but like still not feeling good. Stretch marks in places you shouldn't want it, and just not. I don't know. Not the body I guess I grew up having. Not that I was ever skinny. So most days I'm like, whatever, it's the body the universe gave me. You gotta love it, but not every day.
Well,
you love
congrats
it.
on the 30 pounds.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah,
It's been like 2 years since I've lost it, but I'm holding on to that. I'm not gonna let that shit go.
Okay. Length, that doesn't mean anything. You still lost it. So regardless whether you did it in a month or you did it in a year or you did it in 2 years, that doesn't take away from the accomplishment.
You
The
kept it off.
accomplishment and end result is still the same. And keeping it off is the hardest part.
Yes, it is.
Anyone can start with an A, but maintaining one is the difficult part. So
Thanks,
it shows
guys.
effort and consistency. So that's commendable. Thanks for sharing. What about you, Holly?
Well, I've had this condition probably since I was 16. I started in my the psoriasis started in my belly button, and then it went south, and then it went sideways, and then the worst part is probably when it's in my scalp. So going to the pool isn't my favorite because then if I'm flaky, it just you can tell I had some kind of condition. Certain clothes I can't wear if I don't want something exposed, so it's just I have to always think, what am I going to wear? What am I going to look like? I have to think ahead so I can make sure no one can see this. I can try to hide it.
Yeah.
It's so annoying going to the gynecologist and they're like, oh, what's that? It's flaky down there. And it's like, oh, awesome. That's my psoriasis. It's a great spot by my
They don't read your chart first. That's so inconsiderate.
No, they don't. They just look at it and just, is something wrong? And I'm like, yeah.
Better you than me, because I would have been telling that doctor a whole bunch of shit.
It's like, shouldn't you know ahead of time?
That
Like,
was
what the heck?
Insensitive.
Yeah.
But, we're not responsible for other people's behaviors. We're just
No.
responsible for how we allow it to affect us.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I expect it when a guy goes down south. I'm like, yeah, of course. You're not going to know what the heck it is. But, yeah, it's really annoying. And trying to find the right medication, lotion, and I've just been battling it for, I don't know, over a decade. It's annoying.
It's a tough battle. I'm glad to have you guys all here. Thanks for sharing these things. What do you guys feel like your current relationship is with your body right now? Is it more so that you're not liking it, or does it fluctuate?
Sometimes I feel like I divorced my body, because what my body and what my mind says and sees is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, and this sounds stupid, I know that I'm this skinny, tiny, long girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I've always been. That's how everyone always identified me. The girl with the long legs, skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Inside.
Yeah.
In the inside. But I got a lot of protection on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't get rid of. So even when I shop, I still shop for the skinny girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I only disappoint myself because I know the shit is not going to fit me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to, you would think it's simple. But I think, no. No, because everything is accessible, and it's just like, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and my life is just so crazy sometimes. I just have so much going on that it's just so much easier to find comfort in something that brings me joy but brings me hate at the same time, and that's food.
Such a double-edged sword.
It's a motherfucker. I think food is a Gemini.
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
Yeah, it
You're
is.
so
I'm not much into horoscopes, but I'll take your guys' word for it. What about today, though? Like, let's think about right this very second. How are you feeling about your body?
I don't feel sexy about myself, which is weird. I love to sleep naked. Okay, like for real.
I get that because I prefer to see myself naked than I do with clothes on.
Yeah.
Like naked, I know that that's a weird concept, and it's
No,
similar.
I think it's
similar to what
interesting.
you
Yeah.
said because I have this dual vision where most people envision themselves as bigger than they are, and I have that, but I also have the vision of like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I must look good, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I know that what I'm seeing is bigger than what I must really be. So, but there's something about being naked that I know that's so weird, but I never wear clothes in the house because it's when I pass by a mirror, I know that that's the truest form of myself, and I'm not tricking myself, not convincing myself of something else. So yeah, as naked as I can be is my
I feel like that's a
preferred
really
way to live.
empowering thing, though, because usually when people are naked and they're in their rawest, truest form, that's usually when they're most.
But yeah,
insecure.
think about it. Like I can be that way, but if I'm that way in front of my husband, I'm more like, oh, wait a minute. You breathe in, let me do this because
You're just
it's
very
always,
like aware, hyper
yeah.
aware.
And when nobody is there, I just feel free. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have anything to prove to anyone. When I'm alone, and at the same time, I challenge myself. It's weird. So I don't know because I want to feel beautiful. I don't know.
Just don't know how to get there.
I wish I could be naked. Feel free as you guys.
I'm gonna
I do
give
not
it a
do
try.
that.
There's something about it that like so I have rashes down on my sides, which learned recently it's just a giant yeast infection on my body. But it's heinous looking, and then combined with the stretch marks and the added weight, there's something about being naked, and then I don't know if you do have a partner, and this doesn't happen obviously for everyone, but when I know that he still finds me attractive walking around with that, and he sees it all the time, so it's not like when you normally get naked and then your partner's like, "Ooh, was today a special night?" Like the fact that I'm always like that, and yet he still is like, "Ooh, today's a special night." I'm like, all right, something I guess is appealing to somebody else, so it helps me find myself appealing. Not that we should rely on others for our looks by any means.
But it's okay that people help fill up our cups sometimes because in any journey that we're on in life, we're not just the only contributing people to those things. You know what I mean? There are people that help us throughout the way that are contributing to filling up our glasses. So it's okay that someone helps you work towards that common goal. That's building up your self-esteem. I think that that's really important. And that's great that you kind of have that safe place. That's a great place to start, though, because that sounds like you have a solid foundation. That's where you can start building. You know?
Just I advise for all of you. Be naked. I guess it's harder if you have kids though.
No, I tell my kids I'm coming out naked, and you know what they do? I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, if you don't want to see old titties, you better close those eyes. And you know what? They know. They're like, we're gonna get you a robe. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. So everyone goes in their room, and I don't care. I don't know if that's appropriate or not, but they didn't see me naked, and they came out of my vagina. So at the end of the day, they see me
They
naked
did.
anyway. You born naked, you know, and when I die, everything is gonna like dissolve or whatever you call that. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. I don't care. I like to be naked.
Bury me in just my panties. I'm going to sleep the
Fuck
same
your
way I do every
panties.
night.
No panties.
Oh no, see that's the only thing I like to wear. There's too much of a breeze. That's like my one spot I like to keep secret. My fear is like you're laying there naked and you know, I don't know, you have like a dog or a cat just gonna come up and you're like, no thanks. Panties always for me in my
That
house.
is a very interesting fear.
Sorry, we're moving
No,
past
that's
the point
okay,
here,
that's
and we
okay.
haven't asked Holly how Holly's feeling today.
How are you?
I'm okay. I mean, how I feel with my body, I'm just kind of like, I kind of just feel like I could trade a body or kind of dissociate. I don't really want to be in here sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's because of your psoriasis.
Can I ask, do you find that with time it's gotten easier or no?
No, I feel like it's the same. Yeah.
Because I always tell myself, I'm like, you know, in 10 years, when I've been dealing with this for 10 years, like I'll be able to accept that this is just who I am, and that, but it's never.
I think
So I
that
was wondering if.
I don't think that we should set time limits on stuff like that
That's
because I
true.
feel like we put too much pressure on ourselves, and then when we don't meet those expectations, it comes with a lot of disappointment.
Yeah.
So that's why
That's
it's really
true.
important. That's why I ask, particularly not so much how you feel about your body as yesterday or the day before, but more so just how are you feeling about it right now? Like today, did you wake up, you know, feeling, hey, I'm fine as hell today, or hey, I feel like shit. I don't feel Right, because we all have ups and downs. We have good days and we have bad days. So that's why it's just really important to focus on how Holly's feeling today. Because at the end of the day, your body's your home. You know what I mean? And even though sometimes we want to trade bodies, because how nice would it be to go on Amazon and Prime, get in 2 days a new body in the mail, right? That we want. But
If I can afford it, yes.
unfortunately, that's just not realistic. That's not how life works. You know what I mean? So we can't get rid of this body. We have it for the rest of our lives. So what can we do about that? We have to learn how to. But how do we work towards acceptance? It's shifting our perspectives. It's learning better, positive body talk.
I think too what's hard is like what society teaches us. I mean, what we see, we see these what we think or what we've been trained to think what beauty is. So really identifying what's beauty. But when you take away the makeup and the fake hair and the Photoshop, people have the same flaws as us. You know, my mother, she has. This is a true story. True story, honest to God. My mother has psoriasis real bad, like severe. It's so lumpy
Yeah.
and a lot on her elbows and her knees, just everywhere. Lost a lot of hair because of in her scalp. Has it everywhere, private area, everything, right? And tar baths sounds crazy, but they have a medicine for tar baths. She was sitting there and come out with nothing. I don't know if they have it in Massachusetts, but you should look into that. But my mother always tells me, as you get older, you get bolder. She don't give a shit now. So she says so many things. So if kids go to her and look at her skin, I'm a leper. She's a this, she's a that. But when she was younger, she said it was very hard for her. But you know what she told me at the end of the day, and this is going to be so inappropriate?
It's okay. We're all adults here.
But she always told me, you know something? First of all, do you like men?
Yes.
Okay. She always told me, a man don't give a shit about how your pussy look. He just want it.
Oh my god. He's not gonna be looking.
But
He's
what
just
is that
And
tell us, though?
so it's like we worry
Yeah,
more.
That's true.
And she's like, I can't tell you how many times they just say, oh my god, my nails are pink, but my toes are orange. Do you think they give a shit?
No.
No. They wanna.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're not even looking at the nails.
But that makes a good point because if they're not, and that's the thing, like, I think we allow our body image to hurt us because we think that looking a certain way breeds a certain type of acceptance from society. So it just goes to show nobody's paying attention anyway.
No,
So,
only us.
yeah, we're the only one that's like.
But you got to remember, like, your reality is shaped by your own perception. No two realities are the
It's
same.
true.
Your world is not the same as the person that's sitting next to you. So we're so hyper focused on all these flaws, but we're not looking through the same lens as our partner or the man. That's why when you say something you're about to have sex, take your shirt. Like, oh, don't look at my stretch marks. I don't give a shit about those damn stretch marks.
Now I'm looking at it.
There are some assholes that will. I had a boyfriend once when I first, right before I got diagnosed, and I first started gaining all the weight. I had a boyfriend, and I remember I took my shirt off. My first words out of his mouth were, "Are those new?" And he pointed right at my stretch marks, and I was like, and put my shirt back on.
But does that speak?
Which
to you
that
or
speaks
to
about
him?
him. Which, and I know that now, but back then I was like, I was buying like all the biotin to put on it and all the lotions, and I was like trying to
because
not
it's a sore
eat
spot
and
because
jog, and
it makes you insecure.
Of course it does, but don't get rid of the stretch marks. Get rid of the asshole.
which I did.
Yes.
I learned that the hard way, which I did. But it's one of those things that we do. We put those expectations on ourselves. And I think some of it comes from our own internal judgment. So, like, something I struggle with all the time is I'm going to see kids from high school, and I know they're going to go, as soon as I walk away, they're going to go, she got fat, right? Because I've heard so many other people say it, but I never have, but hanging out with friends when we run into kids from high school, guy, girl, whoever, no matter how many years removed, they always go, well, they got fat, or they really let themselves go. And I'm like, I know that somebody's saying it about me. So I think that's where my judgment comes from when I'm like, oh, I need to be better. It's because I don't want people talking when I walk away.
Of course. And I feel like that's probably a concern for a lot of people. You know what I mean? And we're so conditioned to believe, like, this is what beauty looks like. Like, this is that standard. And if you don't meet that standard, then you're not beautiful. But like, as you said, like, you strip away the Photoshop, take off the makeup, take away the fancy clothes, the nutritionist, the cooks. I mean, we can continue to go on and on and on. About the upkeep
the plastic
of this,
surgeons.
you know, these unrealistic expectations of beauty. But who the hell are they to tell us what beauty looks like, goddamn it?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's a power shift. If they could take this power and show us what beauty looks like, we can take that right back and show them what we think beauty looks like. When did we not realize that we've had this power all along? our brain is just like a muscle. We can train it to be strong, we can train it to be weak. We can know something for 10 years and then decide one day that we're going to recondition ourselves to believe something completely different.
Yeah, but how do you get there?
And that's what we're
'Cause
here
you
for.
know what?
Can we ask your mom when did she wake up and decide it didn't
Your
fucking
mom is a
matter?
perfect example
Yeah.
that
She says she just don't give a
those
fuck.
end results. Yeah, but there's
What she said.
of course
Yeah,
there's a
it
process
is.
of
Yeah.
how you got there, and
older.
we're starting the process here. We're here together to learn how to heal, to bounce ideas off of one another, to empower one another, to figure out how we can get from point A to point B. This is the starting point. This is how we're working towards that. That goal and how we.
I do agree, though. I think that when you have a partner who is positive towards you and finds you attractive, it's not that you need that reassurance, but it helps boost your
Of course it
self-esteem.
does.
Because you think, okay, you have all these insecurities, but why? They think you look great. What the hell? What are you really fighting for? But sometimes not everybody has that.
No, it's true.
Or you can have that, but all it takes is one little comment or one look, something that you're like,
Or the lack of a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Well,
all of
50 people
Fantastic.
tell you that you're beautiful, but that one person that tells you that you're ugly, what sits with you more?
Yeah, that's
Why?
true.
because it hurts.
It does hurt, but why? Why do we allow negativity to have so much of an impact when positivity has, for some reason, such a minuscule impact on?
Because
the way
historically,
we
that's
see
just how it
things?
is. You go to a beautiful wedding, they could have spent $1 million on the wedding, but if there was a fight at the wedding, what's the thing you're talking about?
It's true.
The fight and not the beautiful wedding.
We're very
Or-
focused on negativity.
Too, like, if we're already thinking negative about ourselves, well, that's the person that sees what I'm seeing. All those other people giving those nice compliments, I'm going to agree on this one, because that's what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think sometimes.
Yeah. Then we question everything.
The only time I feel like it doesn't get to me is when it comes from a kid. Because I feel like I can't tell you the amount of times I've had a kid try to, like a teen, try to tear me apart at work and say, like, you're fat, you're stupid, you're ugly, you look like SpongeBob with your teeth, whatever it might be. And every time I'm like, all right, cool, you want to get back to the conversation we were having before? Like, because you know that they're dysregulated. And I don't know why we don't apply that same information. Because if somebody is being unkind to me in the world and saying that I'm ugly, what about your day was so bad that you felt like you needed to target me?
Yeah, and that shows that you're really resilient. And that
Well,
you
I'll
have
tell you
built
one
up
thing.
a tolerance.
Yeah, because I'll tell you one thing. Kids are hurt me more than adults because I feel like
They're more
they're more innocent.
Mhm.
The younger the kid, and they come up to me like, are you pregnant or something? You know what I
It's
mean?
true.
Like you're like,
Well, because they can't even process
they
rational
don't know.
information right now. Their
And
brain's
I mean, it could be like if I didn't know you in the street, you're like, ew, look at that girl. You don't know, are they just saying it because they're jealous? Are they saying
Mhm.
there's just so many factors behind that, so you question like what? But a kid, not like a teen, but like a young kid, like
That's a good point.
I think they're just so innocent. Sometimes it hurts me more, even though I won't say it's, or I say, that wasn't very nice or whatever, but it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they see at such an early age. That's not beautiful.
I agree with you.
So that's hard.
What would you guys say is your favorite part about your body? What do you love?
Hair. My curly hair. When it's not wet like this. It's my favorite freaking thing. I know it's not like a physical, like, body part. But there's something, like, when I'm having a bad day physically and I look in the mirror and I'm like, I look like, and for lack of a better term, it's bad terminology, but when I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm a nasty ass piece of shit right now, whether my hair is up in a bun or not, I'm like, I have fucking great hair though. I have wonderful hair. Thank you, sweet Lord. It's the only good gene I got from either of my parents.
What about you, Crystal?
Well, I love my nose
Okay.
because it's big,
Mm-hmm.
and it's big.
Yep.
And I can't change it.
Like a look at me.
It's like boom, boom, bow, bang. Toma. I can't change my nose. You know what? I want to change my nose. So I love my nose because it's great.
It is. What about you, Holly?
My teeth, because they stand out, and it took 4 years of braces to get straight. Because I had too many teeth, and they were all over the place. So all that hard work, yeah.
Shows hard work pays off in consistency and sometimes the lengthy process to get us from start to finish.
Exactly.
Right? Like always with everything.
I feel like I could list a lot of things that I love about myself, but they're not all things that I necessarily love together, if that makes sense. So, like, love my hair, love my lips, love my eye color, love my eyes, love my legs, but I don't think necessarily, like, I just told you pretty much every facial feature I have, and yet when I look in the mirror, I'm not like, I love my face. So it's not like it's a weird
It's like
concept
Mr.
to
Potato
have.
Head. You can separate all the pieces and be like, oh, these are all great separate.
Yeah,
But
like if
when
I
put
saw
them
these
together, I
on
don't
someone
like the picture
else,
that-
I'd be like, ooh,
Yeah.
well, you got some nice ass legs, or oh,
I don't even like my
Beautiful
vagina.
ass.
Is that a problem?
I think that's normal.
I think that
Yeah.
it can be a very normal thing for women. I think a lot of women are
Like,
very
I
insecure.
don't like my vagina, but not like in a way where like I'm insecure about it. In
Yeah.
a way where I'm just like vaginas are nasty. Like I wouldn't really like your vagina or your vagina or your vagina.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel like you guys are talking to yourselves during the day? Is it more negative talk? Is it more positive? Is it
I feel like if I'm feeling good and I have a nice pair of shoes on and, my hair is a little bit put together, even if I'm breathing in or whatever, if it helps me feel good about myself.
Mhm.
But I just feel like when I'm around certain people, it doesn't take much to just kill that vibe real quick.
Okay. It sounds like you have tools though that you can utilize to make yourself feel better. Having nice shoes on, doing your hair, getting dressed, putting in that effort. So that does sound like you do have some, tools that you can
It's just
utilize.
believing it. When you spend years with someone who makes you feel like you are so ugly,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't even believe that that's what they do,
Yeah.
right? Because you clearly talk about
Yeah.
But when their actions don't match what they're saying,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, what? So I think if you hear something enough, you should start believing in yourself. So I just feel like I'm really at a point where I'm appreciative of this group and I want to keep coming to this group, but I'm trying to really work on loving me first.
Mm-hmm.
There's things about my body I think that I want to work on, but is it that I don't like it or is it that maybe my husband doesn't like
To
it?
believe that it's not.
So I'm just like, I've been a broken girl for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
It's okay. You know what's good though? Broken things can be fixed.
Yeah, so it's just trying to get there because I don't put myself first,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what. I don't even know what. But I like my nose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a start.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
That's a good place to start.
Well, I don't know. It's just where I am.
It's okay, but we're here to figure it out together.
Yeah.
What about you, Gabby?
What was the question? Sorry, I got too invested in what she was saying.
She's the chair.
Yeah.
I talk too much.
No, I
that's
liked what you were
okay.
saying, so I forgot what the
You
question
give a lot of
was.
useful information and stuff like that. It's a lot of relatable things that you share that I feel like creates a lot of commonalities for us to be able to build off of.
Well, I appreciate that because sometimes I feel alone.
You are not alone.
No,
Thank you.
absolutely you're not alone.
I feel alone, and it's weird because so many people could tell me, "Oh, you're beautiful," or "Oh, I love this," or "Great," and then so many people could tell me all these things, but it doesn't matter because the one person that I want to make me feel that way doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
and in turn, like, should it matter what someone even makes me feel?
I think if
I don't feel it
close to you,
myself.
if they're that close to you, I get why that would hurt you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Would you say that you're talking like
Myself.
how are you talking to yourself?
Oh,
Every day. Is it more negative? Is it more positive? Or
I don't think I ever necessarily, like, on an everyday scale, talk to myself in terms of body image. I think because I've had a larger body my whole life, I've learned to, like, ease out some of those behaviors of,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately I've eased it out too even on the good stuff. So, like, when I talk about myself, it's, I'm having a good hair day. My eyelashes look nice, or my outfit looks good. Not anything that has to do with, like, physically how I feel about my body. Like, I am beautiful or I am not. But I do have days where I'm like, I'm feeling fat or I feel ugly or I feel beautiful. There are days where I'll look at my boyfriend and I'll be like, you didn't fucking tell me I'm pretty today and I look hot as shit. And he's like, well, you look pretty today. But it's a matter of just telling somebody I want to hear it. But for the most part, I don't really talk to myself in terms of that. So, like, today I wore this and I decided that I didn't care if I liked the outfit that I was in to make myself look good, nor did I put anything on my face, and my hair still looks like a wet dog. So didn't care today, and until we did this group, I didn't think I was gonna think about it at all.
Well, that's hey. Listen, some days we're gonna walk out looking like models, right? And some days we're gonna look like the person that's holding a sign on the corner of the street, and that's okay because that's life, and nothing is ever perfect, and neither are we because we're freaking human beings, right? about you?
Well, I guess it depends on what's going on that day. Like, if I have a
Mhm.
social setting that I'm going to, and if I see a good-looking girl with like not many layers on, she's got her short shorts on, a tank top,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, wow, I wish I could expose that, but I can't today. It's not looking too good. So I feel really insecure then.
Yep.
Social media, magazines, and I'm looking at the TV. That's when I'm just like, wish I had that skin. Wish I had
So those
that
are like
skin.
triggers for you to start with the negative self-talk.
Yes. Yes. So when I'm not, that's usually when it starts when I'm looking and I'm like, oh, okay. So I need to like constantly distract myself and not
Mm-hmm.
be looking at that because then I'm just gonna be thinking negative about it. I'll just spiral out of control.
Well, I really appreciate you guys sharing all of these things with me, with the group. I know it's not easy, and we live in a society that makes it really hard to love ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Really difficult. All these platforms with all these falsifications on what beauty actually looks like. But that's what we're here for. We're here to teach each other and empower one another and inspire one another and to support one another. So we know that we're not alone because we are not alone. You shared so many things today that we can all relate to, myself included. You know what I mean? So just know that you guys are always supported and you guys always have. We got the same lens on today, right? Well, I want to do a little exercise. If everyone's up for it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, you're gonna make me sweat.
No. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is up on the board, you're just gonna kind of draw your own little figure, like
Both
this.
sides?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, how we are? Both sides?
So it's just more so like the shape. I'm not artistic. Who has artistic abilities?
Not me.
This is why I'm a therapist because I'm not very artistic. It's just gonna like how your head. And oh God, don't judge me, guys. This is not. This looks like a little Martian right now, but it would be larger because you're going to stand like this. Yes, correct. So you're gonna draw shapes, 3 of them, one for each, and then I'm gonna have you guys write how you see yourselves above this. So
Okay.
you guys can each take a marker.
So we do it for ourselves or we do it for each other?
Nope, you're gonna do it for yourselves first.
Thanks.
Can I have brown?
Does it have to be accurate? Am I supposed to like draw it to like look like me? Or?
However you'd like. This is just something that
I'm
you can
really
stand in front
short,
of.
so I'm gonna say that's the top of my head.
Is that what I'm doing?
I gotta
Just like
yeah,
that. That's
noggin.
perfect.
No.
And then you're gonna write stuff. See, I'll give you an example. So I'm gonna share
Yeah, I
with you
made
guys
myself real skinny.
how I feel when I look at myself.
Oh, how I feel when I look at myself.
I was gonna put flaky, but I should put flaky skin. Oh, I like that you gave yourself a little bun. I was like, she has a little person on her head, and like, there goes to with your bun.
I'm like, how should I make this more like a bun then? Let's see. I just have little hairs coming out.
You're not gonna see mine, so I made myself too fat, so too skinny, so I could cover it up with my fat. Are we supposed to do bad things or good things? Okay.
Can I put my teeth in there?
Sure.
Not really that big,
I think I'm good.
Okay. So I'm gonna add to yours, Crystal? Are you the first one? Johnny?
Do I write to other people? Yep. Is that how that goes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Or should we take our marker with us then?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So we all know who is it to. Should I write in yours?
So what I'm going to have you do, I just added to hers to show you guys how we're going to continue this on. And now you can add something to Crystal. Holly, you can add something to Crystal.
Okay. Obviously, something we like about Crystal doesn't have to be physical.
Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do here.
It can be something when you look at her. It doesn't have to be a physical attribute. It can be character, anything.
Oh, I love her laugh.
Damn, Josh. I go to Holly.
Okay.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. What color eyes do you have?
Me?
Yeah, the green.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they're green.
I love that.
Thank you. That's so kind of you.
Let me give it a
That's why I wear glasses. There's something about my eyes are the only part of me I've ever had compliments on. It makes me wildly uncomfortable. So nobody ever notices until I take them off. Whenever I take them off, I'm always like, wow,
Yes.
why do you wear glasses? I'm like, so you don't say things like that. So thanks. Thanks, I'm uncomfortable. I feel bad if I'm not writing like a ton of things on everybody. I'm just like trying to take up all the room, but I feel like I should. Holly, for a second, I forgot that that was Ashley's because I was just writing on yours. And I'm like, why are you writing on your own? I was like, I take it back. Let me give you something.
Hey, that is absolutely okay if you feel like there's something that you need to add.
Keep writing on it. I feel like I should keep writing on everybody's. It's making me anxious. So I'm like, I want to write a bunch of nice things.
All of ours are just filling up.
Sorry, you guys go back to yours. Look them over. Holly, read to me what you wrote about yourself.
So what I wrote about myself, I feel uneven because my skin red, flaky. I feel like this is not me. But I got my teeth out, so it's good.
Now, what are some things people added to yours?
Love your tone, generous, gorgeous, soft-spoken, sweet.
Right? So what does that tell you?
I'm not as bad.
Well, you were never bad, but how we see ourselves and
Yeah.
how other people see us is different, right?
Completely different.
No one's reality is the same, no one's perception is the same, but this shows that if people can see us this way, right, why can't we see ourselves like that, right? We have a lot of amazing qualities. Those are maybe some of the things that you should start focusing on instead of the negative. You're
So
a
you
beautiful
go.
person. Thanks, guys, for adding on.
You were there, so of course we were gonna add on. Think we're gonna pass up that opportunity?
No.
Excellent group members. We'll go to you. Yeah.
Oh, me? Okay. I put that I have an ugly rash, rolls, stretch marks, but I did put some nice things. I put that I'm driven and I'm smart. I put that I'm fat, gross. I put I have great hair, flabby because I don't like my arms, and I put that I'm funny sometimes. People added sensational.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's Crystal. Wicked smart, love bug. Beautiful eyes, thank you, strong and bright. And that says to me that people are not looking at my physical features, they are looking at my personality.
That makes you a whole person. So remember when you talked about all those pieces that you like separately?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how great they are when we get to put them together.
Yeah.
Not as bad, right?
Yeah.
Because we can remove. We don't care about these things, right? So once we start removing these things, right, we start seeing the big picture.
Very true.
When we start seeing the driven, the witty, smart, and the sweet. Because this is what people remember. This is what people see when they look at you.
Yeah, you're right.
What about you, Crystal?
I put strong, a lot to offer, smart, love that nose, 2 chins. All I needed was 1, but I got 2 of them. Fat, chichos, gross. I think that's all I got for me. And then people said that I got a beautiful face and that I'm funny and hardworking. And I laugh.
Oh, yeah. I would also add that you're very kind. But we started with you, so I wasn't sure where it was going, so I didn't go on. I would have added a lot more to everybody.
You can add verbally. I think that you have a demanding presence in the best way possible.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
You are not
You own
someone
a
that
room,
is-
girl.
You are
You
not
don't
someone
walk in
that
a
is
room and
ignoring.
people are like, oh, it's Crystal. People walk in a room and they're like, who is that? Hello.
The term showstopper.
Mm-hmm.
Showstopper. Put that shit up there. Get rid of those chichos and put showstopper.
But that just shows that you're such an you have such an empowering presence that no one's looking at this shit. No one's looking at this. No one cares about that. We remember this. We see this when we look at you. We remember these great attributes that you have and how big and powerful and beautiful your nose is and how you are a showstopper. These great things resolve this. I don't care about that stuff. We see this when we look at you, right? These are the things we need to remember about ourselves when we're down. And we have so much.
I
more
wish I
to
could fit
offer.
you in my pocket. Take you home with me. I gotta tell you. You know, I believe
I'm gonna
in
get
what
rid
you
of
say.
this too.
I'm telling you.
Why don't you guys do that? Get rid of all the negative.
It's hard sometimes,
Stuff
I
on
feel
there.
like, to, I don't know, not notice it on yourself, but I guess I understand why other people do. Because I don't look at other people and I'm like, oh, that bitch is fire.
Get rid of the negative stuff. Who cares about it? I'm gonna get rid of mine too.
We get
You see?
what's gonna happen when we get really, really old and we get really, really, really gross.
You know
We're
what?
gonna really care then.
Can't wait to be old and wrinkly.
And bold.
I had that thought the other day. Like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I just want to lose weight before I'm old because I don't want to be old and fat. And then I was like, what the fuck is the difference between being old and fat and young and fat?
Because you got a green past when you
Mindset,
older. You can have
perception.
purple hair. You can have green hair. You can
Mhm.
walk around in a bikini. You could be like, you know, wearing the shirt
I
with a
want you
skinny
all
girl
to
on it.
know that my fat ass gets herself in a bikini every year, and I don't care who on the beach doesn't want to see it. Because there's nothing worse than when you're sitting next to someone on the beach and they're like, oh, yeah, you see that girl in a bikini? Every time I see another fat bitch in a bikini, I am like, yes, girl, you fucking rock it. Because I'm gonna be damned if I let society tell me that I need to wear a one piece like some mama. Okay, I'm not doing it.
Sounds
Good
like
for
you
you.
are on the right track, girl.
I may not feel good about it when
You
I'm in
are
it. I might feel
empowered.
fat, but I'm never. I'm not gonna let
You know what we
society tell
should
me I
do?
can't.
We should go to a new beach. Fuck it. Let us
Mhm.
go hang out.
Oh,
You guys would do well.
but I have to wear. I have to wear my bottoms. You know me.
Whatever.
I don't need some dog.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna be looking at your coochie. We're gonna be looking at the sun and all the stuff. It's gonna be great. I'm telling you, we should just do it.
All
Even
the
if it's for
butts.
10 minutes and like, oh shit, we did it. We don't gotta be running around.
That's true. That's true. We gotta go on a day when nobody else will be there though.
So we're gonna go in the winter? I'm not a polar bear.
I
girl.
just, you know what I'm
Love
nervous
the
about.
snow.
Like, I guess I don't know why this is a logical fear because none of my clients are gonna be at the nude beach. I'm like, oh my god, a client might see me.
Well, that's a good way to get rid of them. So
Hey, you gonna be at the nude beach next Saturday?
what are you doing?
Well, girls, it was really wonderful to have you guys.
I
It's
thank
wonderful
you.
to
I
be
hope you
here.
guys enjoyed group today.
When is the
Yes.
next session?
Next Wednesday at 5:30.
Are we gonna do
Can't
this
wait.
again?
We'll do something different.
Good.
Hey,
Love
come
it.
up with some ideas. Bring some stuff to the table. Maybe next group we'll just talk about other things. That
Maybe we
do.
can meet at a new beach.
Nude beach, love
Crystal with the
it.
nude beach.
Yes.
We'll
Maybe we
explore
can
that. We'll explore that further.
Well, it's still the fall, you know, so we got time.
Yeah, it's true. When
Alright.
you're naked, I'm sure you're gonna get nice and hot. All the nerves.
Hey, I lay down. I don't care.
Pushing yourself to be vulnerable. That definitely will put you on the right track, right? All right, girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome.